How's it going, everybody? It's Doug Dimmadab. That's right, Doug Dimmadab, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadab, and I'm here today with my build, Guardian Moze. Now, I built this build just because I love Moze, but I don't like to rely on the heavies like some builds I've seen like to do. So we'll just get right into it. You've seen what it can do. I'll go over the weapons first, actually. Use a complex root. I like a shock and fire. Most useful for me. You can use it for Grave Ward or whatever. And the anointment you really want to see is that under 50% health, 150% radiation damage anointment. With the way I built the build, it just murders. And then we got a recursion. And it's a single pellet count recursion because extra pellet counts aren't really as effective with Moze. They're not needed. One pellet is just fine. We got a flipper here. Same anointment. If you guys don't have this anointment, really any kind of action skill, extra damage, even after exiting Iron Bear, or depending on the gun, you can get a splash damage anointment, would be useful too. You don't necessarily need the radiation anointment, but it helps a lot. And the next gun, I got an Unkempt Herald. This is mostly nostalgia based. I haven't found a perfectly rolled. You could either use a light show. I'm looking for a health shock just because of the way that my blood letters rolled. And you'll see that in a second. I use a transformer just because I've always liked the transformer. It's nice. There's a lot of enemies that put shock puddles down or whatever it may be. I got a shock grenade, so that will all end up healing me because of my blood letter, you know. So I got this one. It's got +1 Phalanx Doctrine, +2 in Thin Red Line, and +2 into, I forget what that one's called. Desperate Measures, that's right. And the rolls, this is what I prefer. 33% splash damage, 29% weapon damage, 12% metal 1 weapon damage. That's why I'd be looking for a health shock. If I could find one with the same anointment as the other guns. And then I got this amplified clusterfuck exploder. The 15% damage boost for each enemy damaged. If you're running into a mob, huge mob of people, chuck one of these in there. It'll explode into all kinds of grenades, hit everyone in the room, plus 15% damage for everybody. And every time you throw one, you get extra damage for 6 seconds. So it's pretty useful. And then, my favorite artifact in the game, the Pearl. It's just, you can't go wrong with a Pearl. You can't. The stack damage increase is just way too useful. So let's get into the skill tree. Put 1 into Security Bear. Get that bubble shield. It's helpful because this has auto bear in it. 5 out of 5 into Armored Infantry. When her shields are active, gains damage reduction and increased gun damage. Now, the way this is set up, I always have shields. 100% of the time, if you run out of shield, you're going down. But you get back up instantly, the way I've set this up. So the health gating isn't really an issue. Now I put 3 out of 3 in the Thin Red Line. Now that's gonna just put me down to 1 HP, so I don't need that Deathless, which is gonna pair well with my Desperate Measures, which I put 3 out of 3 in that as well, obviously. Put 5 out of 5 in the Vladoff Ingenuity, just to help, you know, keep my shields up, survivability mostly. one into experimental munitions. Get that extra crit damage. 15% of your damage dealt on a critical hit is bonus incendiary damage. Put one into full can of whoop ass. Every time you get into the Iron Bear, you instantly start recharging the shields at an increased rate. If you're worried about going down, you can just pop in your bear. It's almost always ready at your every beck and call. Got 3 into behind the Iron Curtain. Just more shield stuff, you know. 3 to desperate measures. Told you what that does. Extra gun damage. Every time I get a critical kill, because I have 1 into force feedback, starts regaining shields. Now I put 2 into Phalanx Doctrine, just because I didn't need that many points. They're better useful elsewhere, I think. And then 1 in Tenacious Defense. Extra gun damage. If she happens, you know, once in a while you will go under 1, but this will save you at least once. Then we got 5 in Fire in the Skag Den. Whenever she deals splash damage, bonus incendiary damage. Can't go wrong. 3 into Means of Destruction. Whenever she deals splash damage, there's a chance to add ammo to a currently equipped weapon. Now, I don't really have much in the green tree, but I do regenerate a lot of ammo with this. 5 into Torque Cross Promotion. You know, extra splash damage, bigger size, can't go wrong again. 5 more into Stainless Steel Bear. This is just to get that like extra oomph out of the auto bear. 1 into auto bear. I completely skip Pull the Holy Pin. I honestly don't chuck grenades a whole lot. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I put 5 into Vampire because I have auto bear out a lot, so that will still help me regenerate health even though I don't throw a lot of grenades. 1 into Explosive Punctuation just to help get that capstone. And a little extra action skill cooldown rate. And then the last one in here is going to be Short Fuse. Chance to proc that secondary explosion. That makes any gun deal splash damage, which is really helpful. And we got 5 out of 5 in a Cloud of Lead. Just to get that bonus incendiary damage, and once in a while I don't consume ammo, so that is all I need in the green tree. Keep my ammo up. Plus this 1 into Redistribution, all I need. Plenty of ammo. Well, I've told you how it works. Showed you the guns, so you've seen a little bit of what it can do. Now I'm going to show you some of what I did on stream with it. True Takedown, Guardian Takedown. It's quite fun. Let's do it. Oh, I guess not. It would have been. It would have been. Fucking go, you guys. Let's go. True takedown mode. Moze is a beast. Takedown confirmed. Let's go.